I noticed a pattern that you guys, in a short period of time, grew so much, and you were, how can I say, you became social media influencers that other barbers are looking and say, "Oh my God, this guy is doing really good. Look
But
what he's
you
doing."
meant short period of time what people are seeing it, but whatever they have done before that
Yeah,
was a
but
lots of work.
But what I mean
what
is,
she's saying, like, for instance, I've been here 4 years. That same 4 years is the 4 years that Papi Blend's
Oh,
been
okay, I got you.
working as a barber. I think it's 4 or 5 years.
correct,
So basically, when I moved to Miami, Papi Blends was just starting barber,
correct.
and I was cutting hair for 15 years before I came here.
But when you got here, it's like you jump from here to here. What would you say that was the biggest factor that helped you? Now you're teaching, you signed with Wall. How did it happen in a short period of time, meaning since you got here? What did you
Because
do?
what I was saying basically in that 4 years of time, me, Papi Blends, Andama even though me and Andama and his wife have years behind us cutting hair, but those 4 years, 2018 from now, it's been more like education, traveling. If you really look at all three of us, we all been like going to shows, going to seminars, going networking, and being everywhere that we
It's
can
amazing,
be.
amazing.
And that, I think that's what makes you like grow. One, people start noticing you more because you're at the shows. Two, you start learning a lot of new things and a lot of new techniques and a lot of like trends that are happening that people still haven't catch up to it because they didn't go to the show, so they missed out. So now you're over here showing it, and people started realizing, oh, when the trends start popping, you're over there doing what you already know how to do. It's like, how this guy learned how to do this? It just came out because we've been at the shows like 2 years ago, and all of this stuff, it like accelerates the growth because you're learning and you're ahead of the pack, how they say, and that makes you want to get noticed a little bit more than others. You start seeing other barbers that are like influencers or like
Connecting with
or
them.
connecting with them, and you start seeing what they're doing and what making them grow, and you start asking those type of questions. Oh, I want to be in Wall. What do I have to do? Or like even like this whole Wall thing, it wasn't like a goal for me, but it was me working in my craft and me working in my content and try to grow myself, that I started getting noticed by other people and other brands. And when I do a seminar, it's easier for me to sell a class because I'm already like doing, like, if I was, let's think about it, if I wasn't creating content around color and doing all this crazy stuff that I do with color, do you really think people were gonna buy a seminar just because I say I know how to do it? You have to do all that work, show it to them, and then make them want to learn what you're already
What you're doing.
There is a saying that I like, which is take care of your garden and then the butterflies will come. Don't chase the butterflies. And a lot of barbers could be doing these the opposite way. That's why they don't get results. They're chasing butterflies instead of just taking care of the garden. So you're showing your process, you've been out there, all shows, all seminars, and you're showing to people, hey, look, I'm here because I want to learn more. And then the butterflies start coming to you because they see, oh, he can teach me, he can help me.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest secret.
and
Take
one of
care of
my
your garden.
and one of my mottos has always been like, there's always a easier way of doing things. What it takes me 3 years to learn, it could, if I teach it to you and it took me 3 years and I teach you now, it's gonna take you like 3 months. But it took me 3 years to learn it. And like learn it by myself and try to figure out how can I do this without nobody telling me how to. So that makes us cut corners and kind of like speed up the process. Because if I ask you how to like set up the cameras and you already like kind of learn how to do that, it's gonna save me some 3 hours of YouTube videos trying to set up the cameras when you could tell me like in 15 minutes.
Exactly.
So that helped us, me and Papi Blends and Andama, in these 4 years, asking the right person the stuff that we wanted to learn to avoid waiting 3 to 5 years to learn it by ourselves, trying to like doing mistakes and mistakes,
Yes.
and it makes us grow faster.